So the other day I was looking back on like some older YouTube videos that I had uploaded, and it just kind of like reminded me of why I started uploading videos to YouTube in the first place, and really why I share on any social media. And that is because I love looking back and seeing who I was and seeing like how I expressed myself in the past and just like where I was at in life and how I was feeling and what I was going through and like all the challenges that I was facing, and then remembering like, oh yeah, I was going through that, but I figured out this way to overcome it, and like just remembering all of the tools that I've gathered along my way and like how to use those tools. I don't know, it was just a really beautiful thing to be able to look back and see all of that just by watching myself talk to a screen a few months ago. And it kind of like re-inspired me, obviously, to start filming again and just start documenting my life again, so that in the future I don't have shoes on right now, and I haven't walked barefoot in nature for quite a while, besides like my backyard, which is all soft grass. I lost my train of thought, but you guys, you know what I mean. So I decided to pick up my camera today and just film a little bit and just talk a little bit, because I think I was getting in a place where I was creating like a huge expectation of myself to like produce this amazing content that people would just be like blown away by and blah 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 blah, whatever. But I realized that what I get the most value from, and potentially what people who are watching these videos get value from, was literally just me sitting in front of a screen talking and sharing my experience and my perspective. And so, I don't know, I just kind of like released that expectation of myself and decided like, hey, I'm gonna do this again. And I don't really care how it turns out. I don't even care if I decide to edit it or put all this music behind it and make it like a super well produced, well curated like type of video like that. I don't know, I was just putting such a high expectation on myself, and I think that's what kind of discouraged me from filming, as well as like this like really insane event that happened to me. And I always refer to it as like this really traumatic event that happened to me, or this really crazy thing that happened to me, or blah blah blah. And it's like, why not just call it what it is? Like, my first bipolar manic episode screwed me up and it made me go dark for a while, and I have emerged from that. I have emerged from that. I've grown. I am different now. Like, it was a beautiful thing looking back, and I think I just need to own it. Like, I really just need to own it. And like, this is what I am here for right now, is this like stream of consciousness thought, this completely unfiltered, unedited, beautiful thing that spouts out from my brain and just comes out of my mouth in the form of words. And being able to just talk to a camera where there's like no expectation of anyone listening, no expectation of anyone understanding, it just allows me to communicate in a way that I don't experience in like normal conversation. And so yeah, that's why I want to start filming again. So I just found my way back to this main trail here. I kind of like went off of the path for a little bit. I'm at this place that's local to my house, and the trails are not marked very well, which I kind of love, honestly, but at the same time it's a little bit, I don't know, it's not really a little bit anything. I kind of love it, and yeah, I don't even know where I just came from. But that's okay. These trails are fairly easy to navigate. There's like a few main trails and then many like little trails that go off, and the really little ones are not marked very well. But that's cool. And I'm doing it barefoot today because, I don't know, I just kind of like had the inclination to do it barefoot, because when I was living in Hawaii, I walked barefoot like everywhere. I pretty much only put my shoes on when I was going into a grocery store or a restaurant that required you to wear shoes, because not everyone does in Hawaii. Like, there are certain grocery stores that you can go into barefoot, which was kind of awesome, and I did that pretty frequently. But yeah, my feet were a lot stronger when I was doing that on a regular basis, and now like I'm stepping on holly leaves and like little tiny pine cones and stuff, and it's a little painful. I'm not gonna lie, but I totally remember when I was first getting the strength up in my feet in Hawaii, and it was painful at first, which, you know, I don't mind a little bit of pain in order to gain strength. But yeah, so I think in the future I want to make a video talking about the benefits of walking barefoot, because I'm not like super knowledgeable of it, but I do know that, you know, when we wear shoes 24/7, it kind of like, it doesn't allow our feet to have like the muscles that they're meant to have and like be as strong as they're meant to be. So it's kind of like when people say if you wear a bra 24/7, your boobs are gonna sag. It's like if you wear shoes 24/7, your feet are not gonna be that strong because they're constantly having something else external support them, which is not the natural way of things. Like, you know, before we invented shoes, we didn't wear shoes, and our feet were strong and able to withstand the holly leaves and the pine cones and the lava rocks and all that shit. And yeah, so I kind of want to like build up the strength in my feet again, because it hasn't really been warm enough to walk out barefoot for the, you know, since I've been home here until like recently. So why not take advantage of that? I'm still stepping on things, but that's okay. And yeah, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to come on here and break the ice of my YouTube channel again, since the last video I posted was kind of not super related to me and what I'm doing right now, but in a way it definitely was. I don't know. I've been going on walks out in nature a lot recently. Like, I've been trying to, well, I have been being active in some way every single day for the past like 2 weeks, which has been nice because I've been kind of like off and on with that, especially since the whole coronavirus thing started. I was going to the gym every day, but then the gyms shut down, and I was finding it like hard to be motivated to be active. But when I'm out here, it's not hard at all. This is so beautiful. Like, why wouldn't you want to come explore somewhere like this? Especially when I got my cute little dog. I mean, it's great. So, yeah, this is what I'm up to. I have been working a lot, you know, even through COVID-19. I have still been working like 3 different jobs. Oh. But hopefully that'll kind of like come to a closing soon, and I'll be able to focus more on my own personal endeavors and my own personal like business growth and that kind of thing, because that's what I feel really passionate about and what really inspires me. And then I'll also have more time to do stuff like this. Oh yeah, and tomorrow's my birthday. Yeah, I'm turning 20 tomorrow, which feels really crazy, but also like really right. I feel like I've gone through a lot of shifts this past year, and just thinking about like where I was last year on my birthday versus where I am now, it's like, yeah, I'm in two completely different places. Like I was living in Hawaii last year on a organic fruit farm, and it was super easy for me to be happy, like where I was at and what I was doing. But now I'm here and I'm super happy. Like I'm super in love with life. I'm just completely enamored by everything around me. And I think that's really beautiful. I think that shows a lot of growth, because if I wasn't able to go to Hawaii last year, and if I was experiencing my birthday from home last year, I probably would have been really upset with myself and like really down. And you know, but at the same time, like we don't know that. Like I don't know that, but I do know that I'm here now, and I'm super happy, and I'm just super in touch. It feels good, guys. It feels really good. So yeah, I'm intending to keep this whole vlogging thing up, at least when I'm feeling inspired to, and right now I am. I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna try to make each video into something that it's not. I'm just gonna keep it real, because really these are for me. And anyone else who enjoys them along the way is just a major bonus. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I think that's all I have for you today. Until next time.